It's 10 trivia questions on chickens and all chicken-related things for my friend and fellow trivia host, Matt Pawlik. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out the show, and thanks for giving this little podcast an iTunes review. If you listen on an Apple product, go give us 5 stars, tell us what you like about the show, and be review number 350 to get a free t-shirt from me in the mail. Whoever hits 350 will get a Trivia with Buds t-shirt in a size of their choice. I got some girl cut ones, I've got some unisex ones, I've got all different colors, and I would love to send you one of those very soon. So be review 350 and get a t-shirt from me. Today's episode is on poultry-VIA, which is a fun play on words from Matt Pawlik, who is a friend of mine, trivia player, and now a trivia host for the Trivia with Buds brand in Southern California. He hosts every Friday at Ogo Pogo Brewing in San Gabriel, California, a great place to grab a beer. And 1906 incorporated a bar and restaurant at the Upland Country Club in Upland, California on Thursdays at 6 o'clock. So go check out all the amazing things going on in Southern California by clicking on weekly shows, triviawithbuds.com. Top right-hand corner, weekly shows. You can play with Matt, and you can see my events in East Tennessee there as well. Today's episode 10 questions and a bonus on chickens. But before we get to that, our Family Feud Blockbuster Movie Edition Face-Off survey says, question, name a movie remake that wasn't as good as the original. Remember, on this show, they survey 100 people, and they get the responses, and this came out in 2019. Name a movie remake that wasn't as good as the original. 5 answers on the board. And all right, here we go. Number 5 is Total Recall. 4 people said that. Total Recall with Colin Farrell in place of Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 2010s, I want to say. Next up was Aladdin, the Will Smith Aladdin. Yeah, not so good. 5 people said that. That was the number 4 spot. Number 3, The Wizard of Oz. That's interesting. What is the remake of The Wizard of Oz? Like Oz the Great and the Powerful or The Wiz or something like that? I don't think there's a proper just Wizard of Oz remake, but 7 people said that. The next one was Dumbo, another Disney movie, Tim Burton movie. Never saw it. 10 people said that. And number 1 in 2019 was Ghostbusters. So I think they are talking about the female cast Ghostbusters here. 32 people said that when surveyed for this game. And the newer one with Paul Rudd, I think, had higher reviews, but I still don't have a huge inkling to see it. I'll probably watch it eventually, but I'm not a huge Ghostbusters or Jurassic Park guy. I like all those movies fine, but I don't like go nuts when they come out. All right, there we go. A little warm-up with Family Feud Blockbuster Edition, and now we're on to chicken trivia. Here we go. Chicken trivia, question number 1. What was the first name of KFC proprietor Colonel Sanders? Number 1, what was Colonel Sanders' first name? Number 1. Number 2, Cow and Chicken was an animated series that started in 97. On what television network? Number 2, Cow and Chicken was an animated series that started in 97. On what network? Number 3, Gyro Gear Loose was a chicken character that appeared on what 80s and 2010s reboot series? Number 3, Gyro Gear Loose was a chicken character that appeared on an 80s series and then a 2010s reboot series. What show was that? Number 4, the famous chicken, or the KGB chicken, is a locally famous mascot in what California city? The famous chicken, or the KGB chicken, is a locally famous mascot in what California city? Number 5, what country band had the hit song Chicken Fried in the 2000s? What country band had the hit song Chicken Fried in the 2000s? Number 6, what kind of animation is featured in the 2000 family film Chicken Run? What kind of animation is that in Chicken Run? Number 7, in what month that starts with M is Chicken Noodle Soup Day celebrated? In what month that starts with M is Chicken Noodle Soup Day celebrated? Number 8, Camilla the chicken would be found on what variety show? Camilla the chicken would be found on what variety show? Number 9, Ernie the giant chicken constantly fights which animated show patriarch? Number 9, Ernie the giant chicken constantly fights which animated show patriarch? Number 10, who did the voice of Chicken Little in the Disney film from 2005? Who did the voice of Chicken Little in the Disney film from 2005? Your bonus question for chickens. For 2 points, what famous wedding song was composed by accordion player Werner Thomas from Davos, Switzerland in the 1950s? What famous wedding song was composed by accordion player Werner Thomas from Davos, Switzerland in the 1950s? Those are all your Cluckin' trivia questions on chickens. We'll be back with the Cluckin' answers after this. Back in the hot seat for chicken answers. We had the questions. Now we want answers. Here's number 1. It's Harland. Harland Sanders. Colonel Sanders' first name from KFC is Harland Sanders. Very popular in Kentucky. And I was just in Kentucky when I have to drive up to Chicago, pass through it. And as soon as you get to the state line, it's like, come check out the KFC Museum, the Welcome Center, etc. Harland Sanders. Number 2, Cow and Chicken was an animated series that started in 97 on what network? That was Cartoon Network, which when I found out about that was the coolest thing of my life at that time. I was 11, 12 years old, and that network came out, I want to say 95, 96, something like that. And I remember my friend Rob had it, and we were over at his house, and I'm like, it's just cartoons all day long, 24/7. Like, this is the coolest thing ever. And the only other person I knew that had it was my friend Steve's grandma. So we'd either be at Rob's house watching it or Steve's grandma's. It was very cool. Number 3, Gyro Gearloose was a chicken character that appeared on DuckTales in the 80s and in the 2010s reboot series just a few years back. DuckTales. Number 4, the famous chicken, or the KGB chicken, is a locally famous mascot in San Diego, California. San Diego. Look it up. Number 5, what country band had the hit song Chicken Fried in the 2000s? Zac Brown Band. That's the first song I heard by them way back when. I think that was 2004. Number 5, Zac Brown Band. Number 6, what kind of animation is featured in the 2000 family film Chicken Run? That's stop motion. Same people who did Wallace and Gromit and Shaun the Sheep and other things like that. Stop motion. Number 7, in what month that starts with M is Chicken Noodle Soup Day celebrated? That's March. March. Number 8, Camilla the chicken would be found on what variety show? The Muppet Show. The Muppet Show. Number 9, Ernie the giant chicken constantly fights which animated show patriarch? That's Peter on Family Guy. Number 10, who did the voice of Chicken Little in the Disney film from 2005? My wife's favorite, Zach Braff. Zach Braff from Garden State and Scrubs was Chicken Little. The Sky is Falling. And for 2 points, what famous wedding song was composed by accordion player Werner Thomas from Davos, Switzerland in the 1950s? That is The Chicken Dance. We've all done it at some point in our lives. Some people ban it from their wedding playlist these days. I don't think we had it at ours, but The Chicken Dance, a Polish, or in this case, Switzerland classic. And there we go. Those are all your questions. Thanks for playing along today. Thanks for the category idea, Matt Pawlik. Very cool one today. And I thought this was a category I've done in the past, but I couldn't find it in my database when I searched chicken trivia. Fact of the day is bubbles keep your bath water warmer longer. So take that bubble bath if you want that water to be warmer longer. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Hey, go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/trivia with Buds. Cheers.